here, and this is, to me, Thomas Brown. I'm buried here, or the person I'm telling you about is buried here along with some of his family members. Thomas Brown was from England. He was from Yorkshire in England, and he came over here from England, and he met his wife Cornelia. And Cornelia, he was born in 1812, December 7th. I don't know if that's some sort of special day, but think about it when December 7th comes and you'll say, aha, Tom told me his birthday. But his wife, both of them were actually born in 1812. She was born in, what's the name of the town? I'm sorry, in New York, Rotterdam, New York, okay? And they met here, but he left the hills and the cottages of England for the plains of Illinois, which is cool. And he and his wife, Cornelia, built their life together here. Now, something, I tell you what, I've been coming to this for 18 years more because I've been buried here all this time. But I learned that Tom and Cornelia were part of the first town called Turner. And for those of you who've been coming for years and listening to me tell different stories of different people, I thought the town was called Turner Junction. It's never been called Turner Junction. It was called Turner, and then it became Junction, and now it's West Chicago. So one of the benefits of coming to these things, you learn a lot about your community, and I need to pay closer attention when I come to these things, so I learn. Cornelia was born, like I said, the same year in 1812 in the village of Rotterdam, New York. Her family roots ran deep in the Hudson Valley, but when they got married in 1934, they were drawn to the promise of the West. In 1843, 9 years later, they packed up and moved their lives and came westward, settling on farmland right where Turner would originally be found. And this was all plains. This was all open area, plains fields. So they were farmers. They wanted to be farmers. The land where their farm stood was once the south edge of Turner, but the street that was later named after them, Brown Street, I don't know if those of you familiar with it, is located in the middle, more in the middle of town by the middle school, even though they were farther south. Back in their day, it was a place of open fields, hard work, and community. We built their home on the west side of what is Route 59 at Conde Street. The house still stands there today, a reminder of what they began. And that's kind of interesting because I don't know what house it is. And I said to the powers to be, I can't remember where I live. I've been laying in the ground for a long time. And they said, if you want to find out where it's at, go to the museum. Thursdays and Fridays from 9:30 to 2:30, I believe it is. So you can find out more. They have a lot of information available. And then come back to the cemetery and tell me where I lived. Okay, that's good. Life on the farm was never easy, but it was full. We raised 4 children, Mary, Jacob, Mark, and William Henry. And each of them carved their own path, though they never strayed far from our hearts. Okay, so obviously some of them took off. Life on the farm was never easy, but it was full. Jacob stayed closest. He became the standby of the homestead, always reliable, always steady. The ladies of the community often said that he was as dependable as the sunrise. But the other boys, though, were restless. William Henry and Mark caught the call of the mountains. After William served in the Union Army during the Civil War, he and Mark headed west to Montana, chasing gold and adventure. Mark was only 17 when he first put on a Union uniform, joining the 141st Illinois Infantry for a 100-day enlistment. He returned home safe, thank God, but the war and the tales of gold changed them. He went west again and stayed there nearly 30 years, mining, serving in law enforcement, even becoming the sheriff in Montana. He lived a life of danger and adventure we can hardly imagine from our home here in Turner. Our home was always filled with family, friends, and neighbors. I remember so well the night of January 16th, 1884. That was their 50th wedding anniversary. The house was full to overflowing. Over 100 guests, old settlers, young friends, all gathered to celebrate with us. The laughter, the stories, the splendid meal. It was a night we carried in our hearts forever. A golden anniversary indeed. From Yorkshire and New York, from prairie to railroad town, from quiet farm fields to suns and distant mountains. Our story is written into Turner's soil. And through the years, though the years pass, I hope that folks will remember us not just for the street that bears our name, but for the life we lived, the children we raised, and the community we helped to grow. I hope you enjoyed your evening here. I hope you learned a lot about our community. And again, unfortunately, even though this is Mr. Brown's, you could barely make out his name here, but one of the pillars, the original pillars of our community. Thank you for coming out.